The Xeno'Jiiva, the main story's final encounter. A large and rather brilliant blue dragon that looks more intimidating than it actually is. After being put through the ringer by Nergigante and Teostra, you might be expecting some kind of ludicrous final challenge here. Well, not quite. The big blue beastie is really more time consuming than it is dangerous. To this end, preparation is quite simple. Attack boosts are the order of the day here. Bring as many things as you can to boost your attack and shave precious minutes off your playtime. The meat platter, mega demon drugs and demon pills, all of them. Also bring some nullberries and mega armor skins. Xeno'Jiiva's attacks are primarily physical and dragon element, though it can also set you on fire, so a high fire resistance can help prevent that from happening. Flash pods have no effect here, so we'll have to leave our favourite ammo behind. Lastly, you fight this one in its own arena. Unlike the other bosses, Xeno'Jiiva does not limp back to the nest when near death and will only change location once. You're going to spend almost all of your time in direct contact. This means that at least one level of the speed sharpener skill can come in quite handy, as you won't have much in the way of quiet time in which to sharpen your weapon. Though you can run to cover and safely use a whetstone, later in the fight a lot of that cover can be destroyed. So preparing for this will eliminate some risk. The Elder Dragon has a standard resistance to all elements. It is weak to poison, immune to sleep, and has a standard resistance to blast. It has a strong resistance to paralysis and stun. Its weak points are its forelimbs, head, and tail. The head, wings, and forelimbs can be broken. The tail can be severed. Onto the fight itself. This one is going to take a while. 25 minutes is a decent time to take a Xeno'Jiiva down. This can be reduced with the attack boosts mentioned earlier. The Elder Dragon is very, very slow, and the majority of its attacks are easily avoided. That being said, it can cause immense amounts of damage, particularly when enraged, so a measure of caution is necessary. Be careful of overcommitting to an attack, as the windows of opportunity here are not quite as wide as you might think. It's quite easy to get trampled as it lurches forwards whilst you're attacking. Xeno'Jiiva is easiest to handle up close. Prioritise attacking its forelimbs, which can lead to it being knocked down, and strike at the other targets as they come into reach. It has a number of far-reaching breath attacks, including one that can horizontally sweep the room. If you are very far away when this happens, it can be almost impossible to avoid taking damage. Medium or close distance is the best way to handle this one. Later in the fight, try to keep up with the dragon, as it covers a lot of distance very quickly. Xeno'Jiiva is a very large monster, and its head and tail can be very difficult to reach. It will occasionally rear up on its hind legs and let out a sweeping breath attack. Whilst it's doing this, its tail will be within reach. A variation of this attack sees the Elder Dragon sinking into the ground up to its middle. This makes its head vulnerable for a short period. If you are too close when this happens, you'll be stunned for most of the Elder Dragon's vulnerable time. Tremor resistance can reduce this. Xeno'Jiiva's breath attacks leave scorched patches on the earth. These will deal fire damage as well as set you alight. It can be worth sprinting through these to attack when the opportunity presents itself, but keep an eye on your health. Some of the Elder Dragon's attacks can take off over half of your health in a single strike. Once the Elder Dragon enrages, it will leave scorched earth behind as it moves, not just when it breathes fire. In the second phase of the fight, it also begins to cause massive explosions with its physical attacks. Keep well clear of these, they are some of Xeno'Jiiva's strongest. Be particularly careful when it rears back and lunges forwards. This looks like an opportunity to strike, but it actually leads to a massive explosion that can cause Dragon Blight, which strips the element from your weapons. When Xeno'Jiiva takes flight, most flying attacks are easily avoided, but don't become complacent. Xeno'Jiiva is fought in its own arena, which has 2 levels. The first area is pretty open and has a ledge to enable jumping attacks. I've never had a jumping attack mount the Elder Dragon, but the special jumping attack from the Twin Blades can do a huge amount of damage if you land one right on Xeno'Jiiva's head. After a longer than usual fight here, Xeno'Jiiva will fly off to the next area, and you will automatically follow on a wing drake. This area is very open and is also the final phase of the fight, though it's going to drag on for a while. There are several outcrops of rock here that can be used as cover from long-range attacks. As well as this, there are a number of large stalagmites that can set you up for jumping attacks. all of these can be destroyed though, so try to keep the fight moving. Barring enraged phases, there's not much more to this fight. Keep going, and you will eventually make it. You can carve Xeno'Jiiva's body quite a few times, so it's likely you're not going to have enough time to go back and carve the severed tail afterwards, so try to make sure you have not left that unattended. The Xeno'Jiiva armor is going to take you a while to craft and contains the flinch-free, special ammo boost, power prolonger, blight resistance, and critical boost skills. It also contains a set bonus that halves the sharpness loss of your melee weapon or gives you a chance not to consume ranged weapon ammo upon firing a shot. Slaying the Xeno'Jiiva is really a matter of perseverance. There's no real trick, just prepare enough attack boosts and then go at it. Good luck and happy hunting.